and foremost, ranking criteria is just my personal opinion. I'm more than welcoming your guys' input, but at the end of the day, I'm just going to put whatever the fuck I want. However, I do have some things that I will say straight off the bat totally affect what I think. Hot cocoa now. Hold on. Let me get a water. Few things I want to say straight off the bat that I just think about when I think of a good boss in Kingdom Hearts, for example. Like, one, right? How engaging is the boss? Now, that's kind of just a basic thing. Like, I don't like gimmicky fights, straight up. Like, I do like gimmicky fights if the gimmicks are done well. And a lot of the bosses in Kingdom Hearts that are gimmicky are not. However, another thing that I really appreciate is a story aspect, which I can acknowledge straight away. I can acknowledge straight away that since I consider the story aspect, I like a boss that makes me feel something. So I will admit that gives the Kingdom Hearts original bosses a huge advantage. A huge advantage. Like an original boss in Kingdom Hearts already just does more for the story overall than, like, we'll say Genie Jafar does. However, I just like bosses that make me feel a thing. I also really like difficulty, but difficulty is only good, right? Difficulty is only good when the boss is engaging and fun. For example, I'm going to use Kingdom Hearts 2 bosses, for example, so that I don't spoil anything that I think about any of this game. Roxas. Roxas is a difficult boss that I think is the difficulty adds a lot to what he does, because Roxas is a fucking awesomely designed boss in every way. The gameplay mechanics are great. His moveset's great. The emotion is there. The arena is awesome. So the difficulty adds to it. However, when I was a kid, for example, I don't feel this way about Demyx anymore, but when I was a kid, I was stuck on Demyx and I would lose to the water clones over and over again. The water clones being difficult takes away from what Demyx does as a character and his fight as a boss. So personally, I'm just going to go on vibes mostly, but that's just kind of what I think about when I consider a boss. I really care about the story, and I also really care about the gameplay. But the arena, each individual boss, I'm going to just yap about anyway. But I think we should get started. He has a gimmick in his last fight. He hides in the bamboo, but he dies before he does. Valid. All right, so Sabor. I'm going to be honest. I actually like that Sabor is first, even though it's the most random pick ever. We Lurkin. Thank you, Slim. Same, bro. Demyx was a pain, yeah. I like that Sabor was the most random choice ever. However, I'm going to start Sabor and and here's why. I kind of actually forget that Sabor is a boss. Like, when I show up to Deep Jungle, at the beginning, I'm just worried about getting through. Yeah, it's gimmicky. You also fight it multiple times. Like, it's such a cool way. It's a girl, right? Yeah, Sabor is a girl. I'm going to call her that. You fight Sabor multiple times. In the beginning, it's a cool way to introduce the world. Like, you show up and all of a sudden, what the fuck is happening? Holy shit, I'm a child, you know? Why do I have to fight this thing? But I think the boss at the end, I kind of forget that it even is there. And then all of a sudden, you got to do it. And I kind of think the fight is a little bit unfair. I'm like, if you play on, for example, level 1 Proud mode, the way that you do it, you parry an attack, which would be perfect if you had guard. Like, you're supposed to parry it, and then if you can knock it down and, like, get it on the ground, you can get it into a corner and basically just fuck her up, like, over and over again. But, yeah, you can... Finding out the story still progresses when you lose to the boars was wild. Yeah, facts. Honestly, I think the fact you fight it more than once doesn't make it a boss. I'm not going to go off that criteria. I think it's still a boss, but you'll see what I'm saying for not a boss criteria. However, I kind of forget that you have to do it until you hear the gunshot. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to fight what is it, a leopard? The leopard again. And yeah, I think that it's just a little bit of an unfair fight, but I want to move on. Okay, Clayton. Oh God, we're already on Clayton. I am already going to have probably a super unpopular opinion here. I'm sorry about this, but I'm putting Clayton in pretty sweet. Let me explain, okay? I forgot to mention this in the beginning, but nostalgia is going to be a huge determining factor on how I feel about these. All right, so like nostalgia, for example. Also, you fight most of these bosses twice, actually, so I don't think that that's really a fair like assessment. Nostalgia has a huge impact on how I feel about these bosses. So like, for example, when I think of Kingdom Hearts 1, I think of Clayton. Clayton is one of the fights that comes to my mind. When I think of Kingdom Hearts 1, I think of like Riku Ansem, I think of Darkseid in the beginning, Destiny Islands, and like Clayton. And he actually had a huge impact on my life because now I don't struggle with him. But when I was a kid, I did. I'm still hearing that. Not Clayton. Not Clayton. I think that the Chameleon, I'm actually going to put Chameleon and not a boss because I would consider Clayton the boss fight here. The Chameleon's just like helping him. So I'm going to throw it down there. But yeah, I think that Clayton is actually like the reason why I forget that Sabor exists is because Clayton is there. I'm so worried about, oh God, I'm going to have to fight Clayton. I'm going to have to fight Clayton. That they're like, oh yeah, I have to do Sabor right before that. And then you got to go do that other bullshit. And then you come back. But yeah, Clayton bringing a gun, dude. Clayton actually had it figured out. I'm surprised that he didn't join Maleficent's Organization 13, you know, but he got cut. The Chameleon took control of him. Yeah, I guess the Chameleon is more so the boss, but I'm just going to leave it at Clayton anyway. But the Chameleon is pretty much the boss here. Clayton is just the one you're attacking. You know, Ricky, my guy, what's up? Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Excited to rank with y'all. Fuck yeah, Porter. I did have a good Thanksgiving, and I hope you did too. Both of them together is rough. Yeah, Clayton should have... Oh, wait, Clayton should have recruited by Maleficent. Yeah, right? He would have been better for her team. I know. He would have been nice. He'd have been like, let's just bring a gun. Fuck this little kid up. Fuck him. In the words of Regular Pet, have you considered shooting him in the fucking face? Anyway, I kind of want to move on from Clayton. Nostalgia plays a huge role. I actually do like Deep Jungle. I know that most of you guys hate it, but Chameleon is stronger than Clayton, but at the end he is optional to beat. You just need to beat Clayton. Yeah, exactly. I usually don't even take out the stealth sneak. I usually just 2-tap Clayton over and over again so he doesn't fly away from me. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Cloud. Okay. I think y'all are probably going to hate me for this one too. I'm putting Cloud in pretty sweet. And here's why. What the fuck? Can I put him in the front? And here's why. I don't have him at fire. And this is just from my personal experience. I would imagine that if I played Final Fantasy growing up just as much as I played Kingdom Hearts, if I saw him in Kingdom Hearts, I would be creaming my pants. However, the only experience I have with Cloud is through Kingdom Hearts and also the brief, like 2 days where I played FF7 Remake. So I think that he's an awesome boss. He's really cool. He's presented in a cool way. I like that he's part of the Olympus Coliseum. He gives us Sonic Blade. You know, he's got the moveset. He's a badass. And I think the biggest thing he has going for him is that he's just cool as shit and everybody loves him. But yeah, his aura could almost get him to fire alone. But honestly, in Kingdom Hearts 1, like he kind of seems he might be too edgelordy for me in Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't know. I think he's going to end up at the very top of pretty sweet. I don't really remember him too much. Like he's not like super memorable for me. So I'm going to keep him right here. And like at any time I might go back and change something if something comes up. So we'll keep him here for now. But if I end up finding that I'm not putting like anything up here, which I know I will. What the fuck is this? Oh, that's Cerberus. Holy shit. When have you ever seen Cerberus do that? I was like, okay. Cerberus is another fight that I think of when I think of this game. It's like, I think it's so cool that you can fight Cerberus at any part in the entire game. You know, like, I'm saying like a lot. Apologies. But you guys don't like Cerberus? Cerb is meh. He's Instagram posing. Facts. He's trying to get those likes. Okay, boss. Leon did the boss you can beat if you were good enough better. I agree with you, Whisper fanboy. He's so baby girl. I like the fact that you can fight Cerberus whenever you want. My favorite thing to do is get all the way to the Cerberus fight and then leave Hercules and Cloud in there by themselves for the entire game and then go back and do it at the end. That's what I do. But also, I don't know if you guys have ever tried this, but you can fight Cerberus like at level 100. It's really fun. He is upgraded because you beat Riku Ansem. But yeah, if you one thing you could try that a lot of you probably haven't is beating Riku Ansem and then right after you do that going to fight Cerberus because he becomes way harder. But it's like a completely different fight. You got gravity. You got all this. You got access to so much shit. So it's like you can fight Cerberus in so many different ways. I'm throwing him in fire. Love your content. Thank you so much, Maximilian. Cerberus fight feels so good because you can get access to the stands. Yeah, facts. I do like that part. It opens up the previously closed arena. Gas, gas, gas. All right, opposite armor. I'm gonna be real. I think opposite armor is mid. I don't like. Here's the thing. Guard armor. When we get there, guard armor's in there, right? Well, oh yeah, I see it. It's at the bottom right. Guard armor. When we get there, guard armor is awesome. Opposite armor basically takes all the aura that guard armor worked so hard to achieve, and like it's supposed to be an upgraded version, but really it's just ass. Like, really, I just think that opposite armor is just a mid version of guard armor, and it's supposed to be like the level up. Oh, you beat him like this in the beginning and now he upgrades. But you know, also his like desperation move, that cannon shit he does at the end, is lame as hell. He telegraphs that for like 10 seconds. I don't think that has ever hit me once. I'm lying. But Stealth Sneak's not a boss because Clayton is the boss. Yeah. Digivolve ass Heartless. That's what I'm saying, bro. He's like the War Turtle when you have Squirtle and Blastoise. Like, I don't know. Also, I don't think he was necessary. Traverse Town is such an iconic location, such a big deal in Kingdom Hearts 1 especially. They could have switched it up. Something more significant could have been there. He does give you arrow when you beat him though, which becomes really helpful entering the second act of the game. But here we go. All right, this is where y'all are going to kill me. I was hoping Pot Spider was later. Chikorita Heartless. Darkseid did the difficult boss who is now easy. Better than the reverse armor. Facts. I agree with that. Y'all are going to hate me for Pot Spider. I fucking like Pot Spider. I'm going to put him at the bottom of Pretty Sweet. And here's why. Ready? Okay, so most people, he's going to end up at the very bottom of Pretty Sweet. I'm pretty, this is the Pot Centipede. Yeah, Pot Centipede, Pot Spider. Sorry, I keep calling it the wrong thing. I think he's awesome. Most people think he's, yeah, we're ranking bosses, DJ Retro. Most people think that he's stupid, also quite difficult. There's a cheese strategy that you can abuse pretty easily with, like, if you have arrow, you can get stuck in the center of him and just do aerial combos. And if you're using Jungle King, you can get 2 finishers on him in one combo because it hits him twice. And I think personally that he's a cool boss. He takes previously 4 separate rooms plus Aladdin's house. He takes the 4 separate rooms and he makes them one giant room. And you don't expect that, you know? Gale finally playing KH2. Good idea. You don't expect them to do something like that, and it's really cool. It sucks that they don't keep it that way. Also, the cutscene changes depending on which room you defeat him in. It's like the tiny details like that. I really like the Pot Spider, and you're going to find out in the next few seconds here that I don't fuck with Agrabah, and the reason I don't fuck with Agrabah is because the 3 bosses besides Pot Spider I hate so much. Here we go. What worlds do you think they'll have in Part 3? Part 3, I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Are you talking about FF7 Part 3? KH2 feels smoother than KH1. Facts. All right. Welcome to the first Buns. Tigerhead. I fucking hate this boss. This is the closest that I come in Kingdom Hearts 1 to not enjoying the game. Oh wait. Plies. What are we doing? I just got in. We're ranking Kingdom Hearts 1 bosses. This is the closest that I come to not enjoying this game. And the reason why is because Tigerhead, this game is so good. It has its flaws. Tigerhead brings out every single flaw that is in Kingdom Hearts 1's gameplay. First of all, it's a platforming boss, pretty much, and you can just like get flung off. You can stand completely still and get flung off. That's annoying. The camera is a nightmare. Trying to jump on him, there's no clear spot that you can jump. Maybe if you had like little ledges on the side of him that were easier to stand on. He has his mane and you can jump like right next to his ear and then get on. But besides that, it's just annoying. And also another thing that I really don't like when bosses have is this might just be me bitching. I don't like it when bosses use Heartless or like smaller enemies to help them fight. They do it. Some bosses do it good. Like Oogie Boogie does it well because he has 2. Maleficent only has 2 defenders. And, they're not really a problem unless you're playing on level 1 Proud. But I don't like it when I'm trying to fight the boss and there's like a crowd of enemies. And don't get me fucking started on those bandits. So the strategy to take on the Tiger Head, I'm just going to go on and on about this, but the strategy to take out the Tiger Head is to switch back and forth with your lock on while you're doing combos. So it's like 1, 2, switch, finisher on the other eye. And I never had a problem with the Kingdom Hearts 1 lock on button being L2 until those fucking bandits go and they ruin the fight because they fly up next to you. And then you're trying to do your L2 switch lock on cheese, especially if you're like on level 1. And all of a sudden you're locking on to some random motherfucker. And on top of that, you just got arrow and you're using it. And if arrow goes off at the same time, one of those bandits just flies at you out of nowhere from off screen, you can die. It's happened to me so many times. Like, I'll be careful. Arrow will disappear and I will get hit at the same time and I will die. It's very annoying. I can't stand most games that have added help to boss fights. Yeah, Cole, that's what I'm saying. I hope we got a Spidey cameo for KH4. That'd be fire. Thanks for the follow, Mad Gengar. Hell yeah. Yeah. I don't remember a tiger boss. No, I'm talking about the Tiger Head. We're on this right now. The Tiger Head in Agrabah. Okay. This is Jafar. This one I'm going to put at the bottom of regular Jafar. And the reason why is this fight is easy as shit. He barely even attacks you. Mad Gengar, thank you so much for that. He barely even attacks you. You're running around the arena just chasing him around everywhere. The reason why I named this category is actually because of this fight. When I get to this part of the game, I actually am like like I really need to just run around this room hitting him. He's not even trying to fight me. The only redeeming quality of this fight is this is why I had not a boss here. Why is Genie in here? Is Genie. Like, Genie makes the fight. The Genie's the only reason this fight's not in buns because he's so funny. He doesn't want to be fighting you. But there he is, forced to do it. And you can really hear the Homer Simpson in the voice actor. Oh, please let me miss. I'm really sorry about this. Run! What does he say? Quick, get out of the way! Like, Genie is cooking in this boss fight, and he's so funny, and he almost makes up for how shitty Jafar is. But yeah, I don't like Jafar, even in general. Not even a fight. Though you're saying for the next one, not even a fight, just a parrot beating. I will skip Darkseid and go right to Genie Jafar because it just makes sense that way. Run away! Yeah, more than half that fight, I just be chasing. I know, that's what I'm saying. Jafar and Recoded make me want to smash my DS. Valid. Can you please get back here, old man? Oh, dude, Day. Over here. Dude, like, shut the fuck up. I hate him so much. Also, he has the entire time seemed to be Maleficent's right-hand man. It's really weird that his world comes, like, right at the beginning of the second act, I guess you can consider it. Like, we're starting to ramp up what's going on in the story, and we then kill Jafar. It's a interesting choice. I figured he would be later if he's like that tight with Maleficent, but you know, I don't like the boss fight because in the movie the Genie can't harm people. Valid. Okay, this one is also buns. We're gonna put it above the Tiger Head, but keep it in buns. Why is this being hard for me? So I don't know why his head is cut off here. This one is another same thing I was just saying. You're just chasing Iago all around the arena. You're not actually fighting Iago, which is why I'm gonna put him here. Like, first of all, hold on. The platforming, right? I don't have evidence of this, and I've never looked it up, but I'm pretty convinced that those platforms move based on where you put Sora. So they're just trying to fuck you. Like, you don't actually have to, like, really even think about where Iago's going. You have to think more about the platforms and just hope that Iago is in the way, is in the right spot. But I'm not staying, but I'm a huge fan. Keep making content. Thank you so much, MS. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, Iago is who you're fighting here with the lamp. You're fighting the lamp, and I think it's just weird. You can hit him with Blizzard, which is cool. I like that. The one redeeming quality, I will say, that puts it above Tiger Head for me is the fact that the room that you're in is fucking cool. Like, although I hate the platforms moving up and down, the room that you are inside of itself is actually sweet. I like it when you get a brand new arena for the boss fight and you don't go back. You can't go back there. The only time you can go in there is to fight Genie Jafar. That's a pretty cool concept to me. It also looks awesome, but the fight's just a letdown in general. So let's do Darkseid. Darkseid's fire. I'm going to put Darkseid in fire. This is another thing that's nostalgia. He's iconic. He is a fair fight. You fight him again at the end of the game, which is so sick because you like fight him in a dream, which doesn't happen. Then you fight him for real, and then you fight him again at the end of the game. We love a callback to the beginning of the game. It's so sick. You fight him again. It's another boss that you fight on an arena that you can't go back to, at least not until like later games. But yeah, it is a nice callback. I really like the fact that they threw Darkseid in at the end. Just, I don't know. It's a nice little touch. They didn't have to do that. And it's not like it's actually hard, but he does improve. He gets a couple new moves. Yeah, I really like Darkseid. Most iconic Heartless outside of Shadow. Yeah, super iconic. Darkseid's so cool that he was defeated but still destroyed Destiny Islands. Yeah, facts. I love that. We heart Darkseid. Facts. He's coming to KH4. Like, well, I think that's Darkseid. All right. Parasite Cage. I will say I hate Parasite Cage, and I'll explain why. Parasite Cage is going at the top of ugh. And here's why. Actually, no, I think this is a good spot. It's gonna go below Sabor and above Jafar. Parasite Cage buns. Okay, here's why. Oh wait, should I put Parasite Cage in buns? I was about to talk a lot of shit about it. Parasite Cage 1 is okay. 2 is buns. Yeah, let's go. 2 is the more important one, too. We're going to go buns. You guys are right. This one's from the end of Monstro. So here's the thing, right? Here's why I don't like Parasite Cage 1, okay? We're so hype that we get to fight alongside Riku. You're like, no fucking way I get to fight alongside Riku. Dude, Riku doesn't do shit. First of all, Riku has spent the entire game trying to convince not only the player, but Sora that he is more capable of saving Kairi. And then he finally gets a chance to prove it to us. We're fighting alongside you in combat, and you run around in circles. No, I'm not going to fucking let you go save Kairi. You're turning to the darkness, and we just fought alongside you, and you didn't do shit, bro. Fuck you. Anyway, and also, every time we fought you, you're a fucking prick. You're hard on Destiny Islands. You're hard at the end of the game. It's like, dude, the one time you help us out in Kingdom Hearts 1, you suck. So, yeah, Riku, major L in that fight, even though it is cool you get to fight alongside. Fraud Coup catching a stray is so correct. So heated, but valid. I know. Thank you. Yeah. Parasite Cage 2. The reason why Parasite Cage is in buns is because of the second fight. It has a mechanic that I hate this mechanic in every single game, and it's the poison mechanic. I fucking hate being poisoned. I hate being poisoned in Pokemon. I hate being poisoned in this game. It hits, the green acid hits you, and it slowly drains your health. I also don't like the black fungus Heartless that do the same thing, except at least those are cute. Yeah, you can stun lock this boss and make it super easy. Also on level 1, using like Genie against him is OP as shit, but I don't like it. Oh yeah, and I forgot the most important part. Get me out of here! Holy shit, Pinocchio, shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Dude, like, dude, if he said get me out of here one more time, it actually makes me not want to do it. If he said it one more time, I would dip. I would actually turn the game off. But Parasite Cage's upper head is cute. Valid. It is a little cute at the top. I will give it credit. It is cool that we're in a living being, a whale, and the final boss is a parasite. Like, the one world that's, like, alive, the boss is a parasite. It makes sense. That impression was crazy good. Thank you. Get me out of here! It's scary in here! Yeah, no, Pinocchio, shut the fuck up. Riku, go away. Everything about this is just so weird. But I do like Monstro as a whole. I will say that. We'll talk about that at a different time. But, all right, next is Yuffie with no head. These pictures are funny. Yuffie. Yuffie is another one where I almost want to put her in not a boss. I don't. Do you think 1-to-1 annoying for real? You think, because here's the thing. She's not hard. She heals herself, which is protagonist cultural appropriation. So fuck her for that. She also, the first time you see her, she is a boss. She is annoying. The first time you see her, she's alongside Leon. So she's literally just getting clouded on, like, aura farmed all over, because you're like, holy shit, it's Leon. Oh, Yuffie's here too. You know, like, her being about to heal. Yeah, her about to heal is BS. I'd say mid, or buns. Yuffie is a cool fight for people who knew FF. Yeah. It's like, I don't know FF. I'm I'm almost gonna. Well, okay, hold on. So you do fight her by herself in like the 44th seed of the Hades Cup, right? Like when you do the Hades Cup, you fight her by herself. So I mean, if I'm gonna count Cloud, I guess I should count her too. I'm just gonna like. I don't think when I see her, but I'm gonna put her in no, actually, I'm gonna put her at the very bottom of mid because I don't actually mind. Like these bosses, I go and I'm like, when I get to them. But her, I don't feel that way. So I'm gonna keep her at the very bottom of mid, and we're gonna leave it at that. Shark, the shark. I would say this isn't a boss. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, and the reason why is because the only reason you're fighting him is so that Sebastian will stop being a little bitch. And hold on, I need to mention something that maybe you guys never thought of. During Atlantica, when you need Sebastian to be small and go and touch the button, where the fuck is Jiminy Cricket in Atlantica? We were just, if you do Atlantica first, right after you just did Monstro, you just saw Jiminy Cricket on screen for so long. What happened to him in Atlantica? If he is there, then he should hit the button. If he's not there, then where did he go? But he stayed on the gummy ship, you think? Barely a boss, but he counts in the manual as one? Really? I'm going to put not a boss. I don't really, the shark it's just an enemy that isn't a Heartless, honestly. I in my opinion, not a boss. Okay, so this is Ursula 1. Okay, they did split up Ursula. Okay, wait, now that I'm thinking about it, this chameleon is supposed to be... The chameleon, I think, is supposed to represent Clayton 2, while this is supposed to be Clayton 1. So I think I'm just going to fix that. We're going to put that here. And then I'm probably going to put Clayton as not a boss. Because based on what I'm seeing here, like, first of all, what the fuck? Yeah, Jiminy was drowning. Yeah, true. I think the chameleon is the boss, even though you don't kill it. Yeah, Stealth Sneak's the boss. I didn't want to put him down there. I just didn't want to be repetitive, So we'll say this one's Clayton 1 and this one's Clayton 2. How about that? 1 Stealth Sneak, not a boss. 2 Stealth Sneak is a boss. All right, fair enough. I'm gonna keep it the way we have it. Anyway, this is Ursula 1. I don't give a fuck about Ursula 1, dude. It's an I think. Or is it mid? It's an It's an It's above Jafar. But I don't hate Ursula 1, but it's just forgettable. Like, when you think of Ursula, you think of Ursula 2, And we're going to have some shit to say about that. But Ursula 1 is sweet. Ursula 2 is bummed because I got stuck on her. Valid. Mid because there's no hard feelings. Yeah, true. It doesn't really do much for you. Also, like, striking the cauldron, it's not that it's another gimmick, I mean, I'm glad they gave her like a more memorable fight, I think, but I don't know. Ursula 1 doesn't really do much for me. And that's especially why Flotsam and Jetsam aren't a boss. Like, get them out of here. Yeah, Ursula 1 is a weird gimmick. Yeah, they don't really explain it too well. I think a lot of people thought you needed to strike it with a certain kind of magic based on the color, but you don't. You can just do whatever you want. And then, oh my God, wait, it's another moment of holy shit, Ursula, shut the fuck up. Dude, oh my God, I can't believe I almost forgot about that. Bro, shut up. It is so annoying. Dude, oh my God. Actually, that might make me put it in buns, but either way. All right. Ursula 2. I feel like the cauldron has random rules. Like, yeah, you hit it with magic, but why do you need to just spam magic until it finally works? Valid. Yeah, like, does it have a health bar, or I don't know. Ursula 2 made me feel like a certified poor unfortunate soul. I think Ursula 2 is actually mid. I think it's known for how hard it is, but at the same time, you can combat that. First of all, I want to just tell you guys, if you go into this fight, a lot of people don't change their equipment based on what fight they're doing. If you go into Ursula 2 with Thundara rings, like any thunder shit, I'm pretty sure you can buy thunder shit from the accessory shop, but the Heartless in the world drop Thundara rings if you're lucky enough to get one. If you have thunder resistance and you use arrow, she basically hits you with lightning the whole time. She barely does any damage to you. So you should, using Thundara rings and arrow, like, your defense goes up a lot. Just playing with y'all. I know Thundara rings. Yeah. I mean, if you get them, also, like, when I was a kid, this boss pissed me off so much because it was hard. When I was a kid, I hated it so much. I actually remember specifically one time I went all the way to level 100, got the ultimate weapon, and then fought her. I was on beginner mode or whatever at the original just had standard and proud. I was on like the easier difficulty, and I literally hit her like 8 times and she died. It was funny. Yo, what's up, Jack? I thought it was light attacks. Now I feel dumb. No, it's lightning, and Thundara ring actually clamps up. All right, this one, lock, shock, and barrel. This is and I'm not gonna say that it's buns because I want to reserve buns for like, I want to reserve buns. You know, I don't want to just throw anything in there. What's up, Sava? How you doing? You don't think this is a boss? I think this could be a boss. Like, it's definitely weird. Okay, the reason why this fight sucks, okay? The reason why this fight sucks is because you were never meant to fight with KH1 Sora. Yeah, small room, camera headache. You were never meant to fight with Kingdom Hearts Sora, a enemy that small that moves that fast. The only other thing that's that small is like the shadow or whatever. They just run around all over the place. And on level 1 Proud, the reason why I do consider this a boss, if you play a level 1 Proud playthrough, this is like one of the hardest parts of the entire game. This shit sucks. They're mad annoying, first of all. I don't really know why we're fighting them because like we confront them to get to Oogie Boogie, but they aren't really like they're just kind of helping out the actual villain. What I will say is that I do like the fact that these characters are in it. But again, the thing that I wanted to mention first and foremost was that the camera work, this is another boss that emphasizes all of the worst parts of Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm doing good, Saba, by the way. Thank you. This emphasizes all the worst parts of Kingdom Hearts 1. The camera's shitty. It's a small ass room with little ass motherfuckers. You can barely hit these dudes. You know, if I remember correctly, it's because they got to the key to Oogie's room and shown when they throw the heart. Yeah. I think you're about to say heart. Yeah, because we just need to go in the evil playroom to open the door because they have that lever, and then they say the thing where like, oh, just don't hit the lever or something like that. That's valid though. I haven't played level 1, so that's a good point. Yeah, level 1 does affect my opinions a lot. In Kingdom Hearts 1, I probably shouldn't do that because level 1 makes the game so much different than like in Kingdom Hearts 2. But yeah, no, we're not fucking with these guys. But I don't think it's complete buns. Like I'm not gonna put it in the same category as the Tiger Head. All right, regular Oogie fight. This fight's pretty sweet. This is one gimmicky fight I think they did absolutely right. Let's go right here. And he's not as good as Cloud, but I think that this fight's pretty sweet. He uses the weapons from the movie. That's so cool. And like honestly, if you think about it, how else were we gonna fight Oogie Boogie? He doesn't do anything. He's not a fighter. He's just like a troll. And he says the line, "Oh, Harness," which is cool. But he's just trolling. Like, he's not a fighter. I don't really know how else we would fight him besides him turning into his whole house, I guess. But, yeah, no, I like the fight. I like the fact that you're rewarded for hitting the dice back at him. You can kind of breeze through it if you're good at doing that. Yeah, he's also just a really cool character. So Sight feels like an extension of the movie. It really does. Yeah. And he says, "Pog, baby." Yeah. I don't know if I don't actually know what he's saying there. What is he saying? All right, moving on. Waka is so random. I don't know. Should we just say not a boss or should we, where are we putting this? Cause like, this is not like, it's more like a mini game, right? But I mean, it is a one-on-one. I think it's come on, baby, as he shoots his dice. Valid. Okay. Not a boss. Not a boss. All right. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll also just throw these guys in there. Okay. Oogie's Manor. This is another thing that's just like a mini game. I mean, I'm going to consider this one. I'll consider a boss fight just because he is the main villain and he's like a big version of him. I'm going to do boss fight for this one. He's probably at the top of mid. I would say he's the top of mid. You guys think it's buns? You don't like this? I kind of like this part. Okay. No, you're right. Top. All right, I meant to say bottom of mid. By the way, hold on. First of all, I meant to say bottom of mid. I did not mean to say top of mid. I was thinking mid or ugh, but first time in a King Ricky stream. Welcome. Their 3v1 fight could be counted as a boss. You're right. If that's in here, I could do that. I don't think that might be in here, but either way, Oogie's Manor. What ends up happening, right? The reason why I don't like this fight, I think I'm going to put it in ugh. I think I'm going to put it in ugh right underneath Sabor, maybe. The reason why I don't like this fight is because, one, it's all about vertical platforming, traversing like this giant beast of a man to try and take down him in small parts. However, we just did that in a way better way. We just did that in like trying to get to the evil playroom. You just ran through that whole thing, and it was way cooler than doing this. And also on level 1 Proud, this shit is fucking hard. Like if you play a level 1 save, the Oogie's Manor fight, you have to like have a pretty solid strategy. You got to be spamming arrow, and you also need to know how much health each orb has, because if you accidentally kill them, it spawns more Heartless, and that is fucked up. But so what you do on level 1 is you run around and hit them all like a certain amount of times, and you have to incorporate the fact that it might get hit by fire, or Donald and Goofy might hit it, and you bring them all down to like close to 1 HP, and then you go through them all again. It's just tedious. I don't like this fight. I'm going to put it under Sabor. It's kind of cool. We're going to have like my top 5 by the end of this. His second form should just be the bugs. That way it would have been actually cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know how they would make that work, but I don't actively dislike it, but I do go ugh. I think I couldn't have worded it any better than you just did, Saf. It just seems like an ugh to me. But you know, maybe somebody Demon Tide but bugs, something like that could work. Yeah, I like the idea of a manor boss, but he's basically a level and not a boss. Yeah, exactly. I'm still gonna say he's a boss. Laughing at Clayton being not a boss. Actually, the reason why I put him in there is this is Clayton 1 and the stealth sneak is Clayton 2. I could change it back for more clarity. How about I just do that? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it like that. I think people think Clayton is the boss more so than the sneak, but you know, I don't know. Either way, make this into a YouTube video. That's the plan. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I'll cut it out. Sounds like a good idea. All right. Anti-Sora. What do you guys think of this? Or Anti-Sora. This is Sora's shadow, or like Dark Sora or whatever, mid for Anti-Sora. I agree. I'm going to put him in mid. Clever little sneak. Mid. Yeah, dude. The thing is, it's yet another fight.
Like just resubscribed for 2 months.
Hey, thank you for the resub. I can't see it. That is, oh wait, there it is. Ear Steer, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. Either way. Fixing something. What was I saying? Oh, you could low-key, technically, you could consider this. This is the first 1v1 Keyblade fight we have in the entire series. I'm just saying. However, I don't like the fact that he disappears. I don't like the fact that he extends the fight by just hiding the whole time. And most of all, the room that it is in is so fucking annoying. If you fought him, for example, on the deck of the ship before you could learn to fly, like get this, right? You go out there, you fight him on the deck and you can't fly yet. Maybe there's invisible barriers on the outside. You can't fly yet. And it's just a 1v1 Keyblade fight. That would be way better. But the fucking camera gets so ass in this tiny little room. It's so terrible. He is really loopable. I mean, if you do like if you master the strats, you can fuck him up pretty easily. But he is just kind of ass. I don't know. I'm going to put him in mid. And I'm going to put him above. I think that's probably a good spot for him. I would rather fight opposite armor than him. Captain Hook. All right. Man, Captain Hook. Okay, I need to tell you guys something. I'm a sucker. If you've been in my streams, which most of you have, I am a sucker for when it's a 1v1 sword fight. I fucking love that. Like, I disrespected Cloud a little bit by putting him in Pretty Sweet, but I love it when, like, you're not fighting. I would much rather fight somebody the same size as me with a sword-like weapon than a giant boss somewhere. You get R's from him too. Pretty Sweet. I'm not going to put him in fire. He's not fire. He's pretty sweet. I think he's pretty sweet. I think he's pretty cool. Ours is definitely a bonus. I don't know if I can really give him credit for that, but okay, hold on. See, here's the thing, right? Because story-wise, right? I really like the fight story-wise. I also like the fact that you get such a big advantage over him, like seemingly big advantage over him, because you can fly and he can't. It's actually kind of cool. You would never expect a game to do that. Give you a flying ability while the enemy doesn't have it. I also think he's hilarious. You'll not get me, other hand. Yeah. Also, what happens right before him and Smee are very clearly fucking. It is so obvious. They couldn't make it more obvious if they tried, but it's really funny. Like, you light him on fire and his pants go on fire and he starts running around. The thunder, he like absorbs it with his sword. Where did they go? Yeah, that shit. You know. Yeah, him and Smee are definitely dogging on the low. Let's be real. Yeah, I'm going to say he's pretty sweet. I'm actually going to put him at the top of pretty sweet. I think I like him better than the Cloud fight. Not going to lie. Hercules. Bro, Hercules is so... I hate Hercules. I'm going to be real. I don't hate Hercules himself, but he's better than... Oh, yeah, he's better than Herc for sure. I think I'm going to put Herc in ugh. It's another fight where I'm just like, bro, I got to fucking throw barrels at you. I think I'm going to put him at the top of ugh. But his fight, yeah, it's stupid. It's a stupid fight. Like, I'm running around. I just want to hit him. Also, hold on. I want to point something out here. When you fight him, Sora's like, let's go one-on-one. Come on, Herc. And then you beat him. And then the next cutscene right after, Sora goes, I won because of the power of my friends. I'm like, dude, you just ditched your friends to fight one-on-one, bro. Either way, yeah, Herc, I'm going to go. I think he's going to be the top of ugh. Barrel tossing simulator. I do like the fact that he is a hero that you're fighting against. Like, when you're in there, it really is the games. You know, you're not fighting him because he's evil or he's a bad guy. You're fighting him because you're participating in the games, and it's like good sportsmanship and it's all love. That's kind of a cool concept. They reinforce what the games actually are. Let's put him at the top of ugh, because, I don't know. Ursula, okay, this one we don't really need to say much about. This is just clearly a banger, right? And nobody is going to say that the Riku Ansem fight is anything less than a banger, right? Yeah, I won with the power of my friends. Bro, you won with the power of thrown objects. So I'm saying. We're on a Riku Ansem, though. Clear banger. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to have to, I'm actively thinking while I'm doing this, but I'm pretty sure this is just going to be number one. Like, I don't think that anything's going to top this fight. I'm actually surprised that it's right here. Riku Ansem theme is ingrained in my mind. This is a perfect example of what I was saying earlier. It combines story, a sick arena. It's a 1v1 Keyblade fight. It's you versus your best friend that's been a dick to you this whole fucking time. Everything finally feels like it's coming together. If this were the final boss, it would make sense. It wouldn't make sense, actually, but it would be... he is almost like final boss level worthy. This is one of my favorite parts of the entire series. Honestly, I feel like things that I'm in love with, I have way less to say about than things that I don't like. I mean, that's just kind of how we are as human beings, but as long as you guys are kind of on the same page, Riku Ansem might be better than the actual Ansem fight. Oh, it totally is, for sure. This isn't Ansem Riku. This is Riku just before being possessed by Ansem. Oh, shit, you're totally right. I fucking forgot that was even a fight. You're totally right. This is regular Riku. Good looks, Whisper. Riku Ansem's right here. Because you can see he's descending down, I think. Fuck, okay. Shit. Forget everything I just said. Hold on. Let's put this up here. And then this fight, this is fire. I'm gonna put this at the bottom of fire. Yeah, good catch. Facts. Whisper, thank you for catching that. I didn't even see that down here. I probably would have been mad confused in a minute. But yeah, this is Riku 2 and this is Riku 1. Let's see. Riku 1, I think I'll put him here. It is still like, it's not as climactic as Riku 2. However, he is like, you get the Keyblade back, the cutscene, it's cool as shit. The White Trinity unlock, you basically can do everything now. Yeah, technically Riku 2 and 3. Yeah, right. Facts, because Riku 1 is in there. Yeah, man, The first fight, I don't actually have much to say about it, honestly. It's just it feel like you can tell that you're gonna have to fight him again, and this is just him being a dick and you're trying to calm him down. All right. M1 and M Dragon are both fire. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. M1 I think is I actually think M1 is pretty sweet. I think that this fight, honestly, the fact that you're convinced the whole game that she is like the big bad boss and then her fight is that, it's really weird. I'm really glad they had the dragon thing come up right after it because Maleficent, it's nice. It's a cool environment, like the castle hall or whatever. I'm going to put her... No, that's not what I meant. I'm going to put her at the top of pretty sweet. I'm actually putting her below Captain Hook. I'm going to put her below Cloud too. Actually, I think that is my spot for it. I think Cloud's cooler. It's just a little bit of a letdown. The scene before the battle against Riku on his peak. Facts. That is true. I did say that. That's why he's up there. I like the Maleficent Dragon better than M1. Oh yeah. Speaking of Maleficent Dragon, I'm putting that right here. I'm sorry. I don't know. I saw somebody say they don't like the dragon. I fucking love this fight. This feels like such an upgrade from what the first one was. What's up, Colomer? How you doing? This feels like such a great upgrade from what the first one was. Like, I went in there and I was like, is this really all it is? You fight her on this platform and she's got two Heartless sitting next to her. And meteors of Pebbleton, unleash my fury. Dude, lame. Like, I don't know. But then you get to the dragon and oh my God. Yo, hold on. You want to talk about a Disney plot? Get this, bro. You're fighting a literal fucking dragon in a castle to save not one princess. You're saving 7 princesses. That is just fucking peak Disney content right there. It's more like Shrek, but you're fighting a dragon in a castle. Come on, man. And also, it's Maleficent. And obviously, this fight comes back around, but you already know. What's up, Zero? How you doing? I think that's the point, though. As a Sleeping Beauty fan, it was amazing to see her actually transform. Facts, yeah. Like, if you're a Sleeping Beauty fan, you probably wouldn't even expect her to do that. But it is really cool that you take her out like that. And then also the ensuing cutscene where Riku Ansem is the one that kills her. R for reload. Yep. Riku Ansem being the one to take her out actually does so much for it too. It adds to Ansem's aura, and it adds to Riku for sure. So, this one is for Jasmine. This one is for Belle. Facts. I also like that stop magic works on her. That's cool. Also, the fucking arena you're in. Again, I'm not gonna say you can't return to this because clearly you can. And as I can see, he's down there. You can return to this room. And this is another fucking awesome. When I was a kid, the difficulty of this adds to it too. When I was a kid, I spent so much time just standing on the thorns, like just trying to guard the fireballs that are spinning like this because I had no idea what to do. But summons are really helpful for this fight. Stop magic works really well on her. What's up, Zexian? How you doing? Yeah, I fucking love the Dragon Maleficent fight. I'm sorry, y'all, if that's not your cup of tea, but I think it is such a good climax to Maleficent's character in Kingdom Hearts 1. All right, Behemoth. Okay, there's 2 Behemoths here. The second one is the Colosseum Behemoth. I'm kind of curious why that's even there, honestly. They're all the same shit. So I put them in ugh. I put them in ugh because, actually, no, this is the first fight. The first fight is mid. The second fight is ugh. I'm going to put it at the bottom of ugh. I'm not going to say it's complete buns, but I don't like the fact that we fight it literally like 20 times at the end. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the first time you fight Behemoth is pretty sweet. Then you fight him so much it becomes mid or buns. Facts. Making me want to replay KH. Go do it. Go do it right fucking now. Yeah, I don't like the Behemoth in general, but the first time you see it, I guess it's pretty cool. You fight it inside the what do you even call that room that the keyhole is in Hollow Bastion? Like, does it have a name? I can't remember. For some reason, I want to say it's something Depths or something. This isn't Behemoth from the Colosseum. It's the weak Behemoth that is just a normal enemy. Is this... So, wait. But, like, the normal enemy one, I would put in not a boss. This one, I think... It's called Dark Depths. You're so right, Alternaut. Thank you. Dark Depths. Thank you, Knuckles. Yeah. There's no critical mode for one, no. So I think. Thanks for the follow, B.A. Marbin. Yeah, this one is this one the one that you can fight whenever you want? And then I don't know. Either way, what I'm saying is the first time you fight it is the only time that it's mid. Every other time it's ugh. I don't want to see this shit again, okay? All right, guard armor. Guard armor's fire. I think it's fire, and I think it's below dark side. I think guard armor's fire because I think it's a great introduction to the game. The first time it's the first boss you fight with Donald and Goofy. So fucking fire. Zero, I'm good, bro. How are you? I fucking love guard armor. It's iconic. It's a cool looking boss. It's the purple is the boss. The yellow is the destroyed behemoth. Okay, I'll just leave it the way it is. I kind of said what I needed to say about it because there's this one too. I didn't see this. Purple, blue, and yellow. Okay, so the purple is the boss. Let's just fix it real quick. Purple's the boss. So that one's good. The yellow is the destroyed behemoth. Where do you fight this one? This one is the one you fight in the Colosseum, no? And then this one, I don't fucking know, dude. This one's not a boss. We'll go with that. That ain't guard armor. What do you mean? Am I tripping? No, it's definitely guard armor. Yeah, guard armor's fire, dude. Great intro to the game. Alongside Darkseid, like these are the first two big bad bosses you fight. That's fucking sweet, dude. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure I have these labeled right, but either way, Hades. That's red armor for the Colosseum. Is there a second one? Oh my god, you're so fucking right. I'm not putting that as a boss. You're right. I honestly, with the final mix colors, everything just like the final mix changing all the colors. Everything just like fucked me up completely. You're totally right. Red armor. This is in the Colosseum. This one's ass and not a boss. And yeah, guard armor's fire. Thanks for pointing that out, Whisper. You're cooking right now. All right, Hades. Blue is end of the world. Oh yeah, that I would also say is not a boss then because you can fight it whenever you want, right? No, it's the last one. I don't fucking know. Behemoth is. Fuck Behemoth, dude. I'm almost putting him in buns just because he's confusing me. Anyway, I would rather move on to Hades. Hades. I don't find Hades fun. It's so weird that you kill him last. Like, he survives longer than Maleficent. It's so weird. I don't think he's a great fight. He didn't even seed himself number 1 in his own cup. That's crazy. Why would he do that? And fucking... Did he think that Rock Titan had a better chance at beating us than he did? Because that's insane. We're going to put him in mid. Yeah, mid. KH2 Hades is a better fight. Yeah. The mechanics of KH2 work better with what he was going for. Hades rotisserie firewall always roast Donald and Goofy fly. Yeah, it does. Makes me laugh. All right, so Hades is in mid, but where, though? Where? He's not above Yuffie. Would you rather fight Hades or Ursula 2? I think I'd rather fight Hades. I think I'm going to put him right here. Yuffie's over him, but that's it. Okay. What? Oh, this is... Why do they put so much... I wouldn't have put... If it were up to me, honestly, I would probably put Olympus bosses not even in here at all. You know? This is the chameleon from the Olympus fight in the Hades Cup. I don't know. The fact that you can fight it just as many times as you want, that's the thing that makes it, like... weird to me. Like, also, who in their right mind would put Flotsam and Jetsam as a boss? Like, come on, dude. Yeah. To be fair, Rock Titan is a Titan in Greek mythology. The Titans were as strong as gods, but way bigger. Valid. Yeah, they were nerfed for Kingdom Hearts. I'm putting this in not a boss. It's no different from the other one, except the other one uses Clayton. So, Rock Titan. You guys think Rock Titan's buns? I think he's buns. I mean, it's just not even like a fight. Like, you just kind of hit him a bunch of times. Mid to buns. You think you should go in ugh? Disney movie, they were stronger. Valid. Ice Titan is definitely way better. Buns. Yeah, I'd probably put him in buns. I'd rather fight Parasite Cage, and frankly, I'd rather fight... I think I'm going to go right here because I really don't like Genie Jafar and Tiger Head. Like, the second half of Agrabah, man, is not my thing. I think it's probably a good spot for it. Honestly, yeah, buns. All right, snap. All right, fucking Chernobog. Chernobog, y'all. How we feeling? I think Chernobog. I think Chernobog is fire. Right? Chernobog buns? John. What? I'm going to be honest with you. I usually just cheese Chernobog just because, like, I don't feel like it. But you think he's mid. I think he's fire, dude. Like, here's the thing. I will say he's a little bit unexpected. Like, he kind of comes out of nowhere. Every time I fight him, I'm like, why are we doing this? You know what I mean? Like, and all the end game shit is coming up right here. For some reason, the Trickmaster and Queen of Hearts are at the end. But besides that, yeah, I'm going to put Chernobog in fire. I'm going to be, or wait. Would you guys kill me if I put him right here? He's pretty sweet. Like, okay, the reason why, I think, because like I said earlier, I really care about the story aspect. He is kind of random. He would be better if he was a secret boss and not in between the final part. That's a really good take. I think he'd be a great secret boss. That would be, yeah, totally. Chernobog is the best Kingdom Hearts boss. Holy fuck. That's a crazy. Remember that time Sora fought and killed the devil? Yeah. Yeah, I was also thinking high on Pretty Sweet. Yeah, I think I'm going to put him right above Captain Hook. It's Pretty Sweet, almost fire. Just the randomness part is what holds it back. Yeah, like, it is cool. What I do like about it is that it's like Ursula 2 again. They do that a lot in these games, and Kingdom Hearts 1 specifically. They'll do something that prepares you for something else. Ursula 2 is stupid, like, compared to Chernobog, but I really do think that Chernobog, I don't know if I could put him in fire. Like, I don't think he's up there with, like, guard armor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's the most Kingdom Hearts boss. Huh. I don't agree, Javier, but I respect it. Now he's not the best, but I still think he's up there. Yeah, I think we put him in a good spot, honestly. All right. Ansem Secret of Darkness. I'm assuming this is 1 and 2. Like, I have a lot to say about the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm going to go up there, and I'm going to put him, I think I might put him first in fire. Or maybe I'm debating whether or not he's better or not than Dragon Maleficent. Because he's fire, dude. He's 1, smash, 2, fire. But the Night on the Mountain song and aura farming quality of Cherney is unmatched. Facts. The music is really good. The aura is great. But agree to disagree, John. Same fight. Okay, the fact that he's final boss and he has aura, I'm putting him in fire. I don't know if I can go banger, though. I'm going to be real. Like, I already know. A banger, like, it's really, I don't want to say there's only one banger fight in my favorite game, you know? Like, I can't really say that, but I am being really critical because I do, like I said at the start, I do still enjoy every single part of this game, you know? Keep Maleficent Dragon ahead. Yeah, music does go a long way for Chernobog. Chern's def better than Ursula. Ansem 2 is better. Okay. I agree, but this looks like it's Ansem 1 and 2, so I'm going to just go with Ansem 2. I love the fact, listen, all right, let me actually start talking about it because I've just been wasting time, I guess. Ansem 1, right? Dude, I love the fact that you fight him. It's an early game area at the end game, Depressed in the Islands. Fucking sweet, dude. And then there's a fucking dark side fight, and then you go and you do it again in, like, what is a new area. Yeah. I think he's in a good spot. I don't think that he's completely banger, but I think he's fire, and he's probably a top 5 fight in the game for me. Can't forget the Come Guardian, the best Ansem. Yeah. Since there was no triple FF Destiny Island battle in the list, you should just rank Tidus as the 3. Oh, valid. Okay. Actually, good idea. Tidus will be ranking the 3 of them. I'll do that right now, actually. Good point. Tidus is going, because you talked to Tidus to do the 3 fight, we're going to rank him as the big 3 in the beginning. And I'm going to say, honestly, that fight just pissing me off, especially if you do it on level 1. It's one of the hardest fights in the entire game. Not even going to lie. It is cool as Destiny Island's way. Oh, fight more interesting. You think it's ugh? You don't like the trio in the beginning? I think I like it. I think I would say that it's mid. I'm going to put it right. I think I'm gonna say it's the bottom of mid. Which now that I'm saying that, I'm basically agreeing with what you just said. This is the trio fight. Let's make it very clear because we can do whatever we want here. Limit abilities and movement make it tough. That's what I'm saying, Cage guys. How are you doing, by the way? Good to see you again. Those kids are literally harder than most things in the game. That's what I'm saying. Do you have a video on that? Because what the fuck? I have fought on level 1 proud. It's optional, but I mean, knowing myself, I just gotta, good to see you too. Happy Friday. Yes, I hope you guys bought a ton of shit and consumed just like America wants you to. And I also hope everyone's Thanksgiving was great. By the way, we are on to the boat, Ansem Boat, the real super boss of the game. Off topic, but I'm playing Remind first time, and also sad Data Seeker didn't have Guardian. Yeah, bro, what the fuck? What the hell is that? But yeah, it didn't need to not have it. Like, they could have just said that, whatever. Anyway, I have a bone to pick with the boat. All right, hold on. Let me explain. I'm putting him in ugh. I'm putting him at the top of ugh. And here's why. I don't like the boat. I don't think the boat is bad, right? I don't think that the boat is bad, okay? But however, this is the final fucking boss we're talking about. Here is what I think Kingdom Hearts 1 should have done in the end, right? You show up, you fight Ansem on Depressed in the Islands. The beginning is the same. That's cool. Then you fight a dark side. Then you do the boat shit. Then you fight Ansem in his regular form. He puts his fucking clothes back on like a normal person. You fight him in his regular form right outside the big door. On that like white platform, that's where the final boss should have been. And this is why, right? Because in that way, he could go like he summons Kingdom Hearts as a last ditch effort because you just took down that whole boat. He summons Kingdom Hearts and then he has one last fight with you where it's just 1v1, or maybe Donald and Goofy are there too, but you fight him on the end outside the door. After you kill him, he gets desperate, and that's when he goes, "Fill me with the power of darkness." And Sora canonically wins the fight by going, "No, Kingdom Hearts is light." And then he fucking dies or whatever. I think, yeah. Oh my God. KH Guides. Excellent point. Final Fight should not have used flight mechanic. There isn't much time to get familiar with it. Absolutely. And that's another thing that I actually was thinking about earlier when I had this idea to do this, because I wanted to specifically mention the end of the game. So true. The final boss of the game should be the player demonstrating the player demonstrating the abilities and the skill that they've gained throughout the entire game. So the actual final fight of the game should not be something that switches from the formula. Like, switch from the formula all you want, if you're going to fight them 8 times, make them interesting, do random shit all over again. However, we didn't get used to the flying enough. It's also just not how Sora is. Like, he doesn't do that. So, I don't like the fact that you're flying when the game ends. However, the boat itself is not a problem for me. I just don't like the way that they utilized it. Also, there's a bunch of filler in there. Like, I don't know. Did we really have to go inside the darkness of the boat, like however many times to save all our friends? I don't know. Yeah, John, perfect example. Kingdom Hearts 2 does it so well. You fight Xemnas in his fucking hardest fit that he has in his closet. You fight him at the end, and that's it. It's Sora and Riku. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. But you're fighting the boss in his form. I think that's how it should end. So the boat Ansem was really a good demonstration of what the power of Heartless could really do. Facts. I do think that there is necessary. The boat was necessary, but yeah, no platforming or anything. Final boss could have used some hippos. Final boss should have had some hippos in there. Well, let's bring it back to Deep Jungle. I love that, Cherry. I wish I could find one of those OG strat guides. I'll watch the video about those ones. Yeah. Trying to get Ultima. Should I grind all the materials before Hollow Bastion? You can't grind them all, but grind as many as you can before you fight Riku Ansem for sure. 1v1 episode fight like FF7 Sephiroth. Valid. Okay. Moving on. Kurt Zisa. Fire. Kurt Zisa's fire. Where are we throwing him? Is he a banger? I don't know if I want to go banger. I don't think he's better than Ansem. I don't think he's even maybe better than Dragon Maleficent. He's fire. He's fire. Come on, guys. Final boss rematch Clayton, but give Sora the gun. Nick Sellian, I love that. Kurt Zisa is my personal favorite S tier banger. You put him in banger? I'm sorry, KH, guys. I respect you, and I respect that take, but I'm going to put him in fire, and I'm just trying to figure out where. Riku 1, I'm starting to think Riku 1 might be a little too high. I really like the Cerberus fight. I really like Darkseid. It's so funny because if I were to start this all over from the beginning, a lot of it would probably look different. But, you know, that's just how these things go. Kurt fucking sucks. Hate that dude. Damn, Zoim. All right. How are you doing, by the way, Zoim? Just kidding. Anyway. All right. Okay. I'll chill. Kurt Z says fire. Not better. Not better. I think he's better than Riku 1. I'm going to put him right here. I like Dragon Maleficent better. Again, story aspect is a huge factor for me. And obviously this is just like, the magic carpet says there's something in the desert. What I will give it credit for is that it gives us an area that we're no longer allowed to go to that we can again. I fucking love it when bosses have designated areas. We show up to that desert for 2 seconds in the beginning of Agrabah and you never go back there again. And you're like, what the fuck happened to that? Little do you know, they had something special there for you. You know, so you go back to the desert and you bring the carpet again and you fight Kurt Zisa and he's awesome and he's named after a real person and that's cool. I need a King Ricky boss. Anyway, that is literally the best fight in the game. Which one? Ain't no way you aren't putting Ansem as banger. Dude, I'm telling you, I considered it. I'm telling you, Zoim, you showed up a little bit late. He was right there. I don't know. And you know, it does feel a little bit bad that there's only one banger. It's Ansem 1 and 2. Man, I know I could switch it at any time, but canonically, Kurt is a Heartless that Sora encounters between Centipine and Tiger Cave boss fights. Wait, really? What? How does that work? It's been a while, but Riku 1 in the OG is the OG. See the same cutscene like 20 times because you can't skip. Yeah, facts. The history of how he got his name is cool. Sir, if I send you a speed run, you'll understand it. Oh, for Kurt Zisa, or for Ansem, I mean. Ansem banger for sure. Fuck. All right, but he's going to be last. Fine. I caved. Okay? I said that my word was final, but a few people that I respect started talking. Fuck it. I'm just kidding. I respect all you guys, but Ansem absolutely deserves to be in banger. I don't know. You're right. It's fucking, dude, if Riku Ansem is a banger, so is he, you know? He's a secret boss in our world, but how Sora fought Kurt Zisa way before according to. Really? Interesting. I look-y like the 3v3 of Lock, Shock, and Barrel versus Sora, Donald, and Goofy. I guess. Oh, man. Don't cave. LMAO. Peer pressure does work. Peer pressure will always work. All right, Phantom. We're on to the sauce, guys. We made it to the sauce. And then there's Queen of Hearts there, too, for some reason. Trickmaster, for some reason, they put this in such a weird order. Phantom, I'm going to be real. I think Phantom would be... Cerberus I have up here in fire. I love the Cerberus fight. I think it's epic as shit in Kingdom Hearts 1. Hot take for Phantom. My hot take for Phantom is that he might just be pretty sweet. I'm thinking you love the Phantom. You would put Phantom in banger, huh? Phantom Fire? Dude, I think I'd rather fight Chernobog than the Phantom. Honestly, like he's a really cool boss, right? But once you figure out the gimmick, it's kind of just repetitive. Isn't the speedrun strat for Phantom like 3.5 minutes long? Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody fact check me on that. Like it just feels like it's a cool concept. But hold on, y'all are tripping though because you're distracted by the fact that he looks so fucking cool. If Phantom was the exact same mechanic and he looks like Parasite Cage, would you still think it's cool? We also ranking KH2 today. Honestly, I don't know. I was just going to look and see if there were any other ones after this. If Phantom looked like Parasite Cage, would you still have him that high? Be honest. Slog of a fight. All of my opinions come. Yeah, valid. That's why people like Chernobog. Okay, all right. Hold up. You win. I lost the argument. Because that's the same reason why people like Chernobog. I mean, he is just cool. Honestly, saying a boss is cool is a totally valid reason to put him high. Like, honestly, that's kind of I've been operating on that a decent amount. Damn, Ricky, say it louder for the people in the back. But also, this is why we have a pretty / cool looking factor. For sure. That is, I didn't say it in the beginning, but how it looks definitely matters. And that's why the Kingdom Hearts original bosses, that's another advantage that they have. Churn is cool since there is cool speed tech. Yeah, for sure. Oh, God, Zoim. Is everything going to come back to how fun the speedrunning part is? Parasite Cage had Phantom's mechanics and was a secret boss. I would like him a lot more. All right, fair enough. Okay, it's time to decide. Cool boss. The moment of truth. You guys really have him in banger? Ricky, can we get to the link to this tier list in the Discord so we can post our own? Absolutely. I'll link all of these afterwards, after the stream for sure. Lives next to Kurt in my mind, quality-wise. I really do think that the consistency was there. I honestly think that I would put him here. I think I'd put him here. Yeah. Phantom is fire and badass. I like it. I like it. I like where he's at. Fire right next to Kurt. I would rather fight Kurt Zisa, but Phantom's up there too. It changes up the mechanics. It uses the flying. It's cool. It's cool. Nixelli, I'm so glad you're streaming right now because Data Zemnis and Data Luxor and K has been kicking my ass. Hey, man. Welcome. What's up, Cyliac, by the way? All right. Okay, Ice Titan. I don't like Ice Titan. Ice Titan's an ugh. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. The entire time he's just relentlessly attacking you and you're just running away from him. That's not how I fight. I run in there. I get in there like swimwear. All my homies hate Ice Titan. Oh, that one. Yeah, this is not it. Ice Titan is an ugh, and I'm trying to figure out. He's not buns. He's not buns. I'm not gonna put him down there with Rock Titan, right? But he at least looks cool, right? Like, even look at what he's doing. Well, first of all, when has he ever done that? But he's like Spider-Man. Also, I don't know if any of you have ever tried fighting him on level 1 Proud. Without having guard, it's actually just fucking stupid. Like, bottom of ugh. Yeah. Yeah, we'll put him right here. Sephiroth. All right, we don't really need to. We need to discuss this. I'm gonna put him right there. That's where Sephiroth is for me. Sephiroth is my second favorite fight in the game behind Riku Ansem 2. What do we think? We don't need to discuss that very much, do we? Music slaps. Duh. Yeah, that's where he is for me too. Right below Riku Ansem 2. Aura, music, weapon, inclusion. I even like him better in Kingdom Hearts 1 because he doesn't talk. Kingdom Hearts 2, when he's like less intimidating and he talks to you and then you beat the shit out of him because he's easier, it like actually kind of ruins his aura in Kingdom Hearts 2 a little bit. Kingdom Hearts 1, he doesn't talk. He just pulls up. It's a mix on site. People that are fans of Final Fantasy shit their pants when they see it. I have nothing else to say. Yep, absolutely. Zemnis banger for sure though, right? Oh yeah, Zemnis is definitely a banger for sure. When we get to KH2. Not to spoil it. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight, but maybe I will. Who knows? I was thinking about doing KH2 later and just sticking to Kingdom Hearts 1 today. I could do like Worlds or something, but either way, maybe I will do KH2. Zoe, you still in here? Unknown over Sephiroth. Okay, let's move on to Unknown. Unknown is... Okay, here's the thing. I heard name. Yeah, Zoim, they want to do KH2 after this. I'm just letting you know. We'll consider it. Okay, here's my problem with Unknown, okay? I want to start out with the negatives of Unknown because he's obviously got so many positives to him. Are you going to do Chain of Memories before KH2? I don't think so. I also haven't played all of Riku's story in Chain of Memories yet, so I want to make sure that's fresh on my mind when I do KH2. Or, I mean, Rechain of Memories. I will get to Rechain of Memories and do something like this for that, but definitely not tonight. Okay, the negatives with Unknown. I never fight him when you're supposed to. I either fight Unknown. I actually, Regular Pat pointed this out in a video. Shout out to him. But it's so true for me too. I've only ever fought Unknown at level 100 when he's easy as shit, or level 1 when he's like basically impossible. So Unknown is like the younger cousin to Lingering Will. He wants to be cool but falls short of the GOAT. Unknown is fun as fuck. I do think he's badass. He's clearly a banger. Is he a banger? Or he's either the very top of fire or he's in banger, I think. I'm trying to decide whether or not he's better than Ansem 1/2. Sounds like a skill issue. Unknown doesn't drop your HP to 1 and drop MP to 0. Valid. Yeah. Well, on level 100, he's easy as shit. Level 1, he's hard. So he's like way too hard. If I maybe next time I play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, the second I beat the game and I'm level like what 50, I'll try and fight him and see what happens. I'm proud. I'm gonna put him. I guess at the end of the day, it's my decision, huh? No, Saf, you said it right. Yeah. Man, scrambling move is pain, but overall cool and fun. You got him in Fire Cage, guys. But his power level doesn't reflect that. Yeah. You're right. Okay. I'm going to put him at the top of Fire. I'm sorry, guys. I know. He is still my favorite secret boss in the game. But, yeah. I'm going to give it a shot. Let me send me some. Oh, if you want to do KH2 tonight, I'm down. That's totally up to do. We'll see. See how I'm feeling. I kind of want to do like maybe KH1 Worlds next, but maybe we'll go right to KH2. Who knows? All right, Riku on the island. Again, nostalgia plays a huge. He is fire for me. I gotta put him in fire. You have him on banger, fire. I think banger. I think fire. Nostalgia plays a huge role. Context plays a huge role. I like that it keeps track of the count. Once you figure out the fight and the fact that he retaliates with his stupid little crouch or roll up thing every fourth hit, he's not actually hard. The amount of times I don't like the fact that you can fall off the edge and lose. Oh my goodness. That is actually the stupidest shit ever. But I don't really know what else they would do besides put an invisible barrier, which, they could do. Beating his ass as a kid is unmatched. Banger. Listen, like I am going to put him in fire. I'm going to put him in the middle of fire. I don't think that him on the island, like context, everything that is cool about this is context. Like the fight itself isn't like that.
9,716 gifted Zoma subscription.
Hey!
9,716 gifted a tier 1 sub to Zoem. They have given
Porterhouse, thank you for the gifted sub to Zoem.
in the channel.
Goat. W Porterhouse. He's so different than most fights. He's only held back by the small arena. It's okay. My banger choice is purely nostalgic glasses. Dude, honestly, a lot of nostalgia for me too. I'm going to go. He's in fire. How about right here? Why not right here? I'd rather fight him on the island than Riku 1. W Porter. Twerking Mickey's for Porter if you got him. Appreciate you. I think I'm going to put it right here. I don't think I have him over Phantom, but I would rather fight him on the island than Riku Ansem 1. So, yeah, perfect placement in my opinion. Valid. All right. Sorry, didn't mean for the sound to pop off. Bro, that's not you, bro. That's just how it goes. Appreciate you, Porterhouse. Don't say sorry for... Bro gifted a sub and then said sorry. He's next level goat. All right, Leon. Leon's fire, right? I'm assuming this isn't Leon in the Coliseum. It's Leon in the beginning of the game, right? Leon in mid with Yuffie. If it's Buns, yo, chill. Hold up. Hey, King, thank you so much for the follow. My monitor wasn't on. We counted the 3v1. Leon, Leon banger. I don't know if I'd rather fight. I don't know. I can't put Leon banger. Dude, he is really fun. His, again, is all aura. And then it's another fight where if you get the strategy down, but I'm definitely not important, LOL, but I appreciate it. He's another fight that if you get the strategy down, it's not actually that difficult. Hang on, let me respond. But either way, Leon's fire, in my opinion. I'm going Leon fire. Is Leon over, like, I don't want to, I kind of want to throw him right here. I actually might have him here. Like, Leon versus Phantom? Leon over Kurt? Leon's up there, bro. Traverse Town. Dude, it's like... Traverse Town isn't great? Come on, man. Hold on. Fire. Giant Ursula at the buns. I actually put Giant Ursula in mid. I don't hate Giant Ursula. I think everyone's beef with Giant Ursula is that it's hard. All right, Leon. I'm putting Leon. I'm not gonna put him above Kurt Z. No, his fight is so basic. I'm gonna put him right below Phantom. The only reason I think I have Kurt Zisa and Phantom over him is that their fights are really involved, and he's kind of, yeah, you know, his fight's just basic. You know, I did easy mode and died so many times. Yeah, I think most people beef with Ursula because she's hard, but if you get it down, yeah, like Giant Ursula's funny.
Mills 1877 cheered Dex 200.
Hey, C-Mills, thank you so much for the cheers, brother. Let's go. W. All right, the Queen. Okay, here's another unpopular opinion. I fuck with the Queen. Hold on. Let me explain. Let me explain why I fuck with the Queen. Because you're actually fighting the cards, right? Here's the thing, right? You're playing Kingdom Hearts 1, and you're like...
Cillian just gifted 5 subs.
Hold on, I'll shut up for a second. Nick Cillian, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. So, big W. Thank you so much, WC Mills. W Nick Cillian, thank you for the gifted subs. Congrats to the people that got those. Holy shit. W. Twerking Mickeys. Let's go. But, what was I saying about the Queen? Oh, the Queen. So you're fighting
Mills
the cards, right?
1877 just gifted 1 subs.
C-Mills, thank you so much for the gifted sub, yo. Y'all are cooking right now. Let's fucking go. Dude, I'm having so much fun doing this. I'm definitely going to do another one after this. We're going to scroll through the website together and see what they got. So, anyway. Queen of Hearts, you're fighting the cards. I'm trying, guys. You keep messing me up with all the generosity. This is the first time, right, in the entire series where you're like, this is a Disney game. And, oh shit, we're fighting a Disney character. Not only are we fighting a Disney character, you can go up and smack her in the face and she won't hit you back. What the fuck? So this is the first time in the entire series where you pull up and you're like, oh, we're really doing this. Oh, we're actually mixing the Disney characters.
1877 cheered Dex 200.
Thank you for the cheers, C-Mills. Appreciate you. So, like, I have a great spot in my heart. Also, fuck her. She's a Karen. There's nothing I love more than during the fight, just taking a little break from tearing up the tower and the cards and going up and just smacking her and watching her flip over. Shit's so funny. I actually have her way higher than I think a lot of people do. I think fighting the cards is fun. They're cute. They're cool. I got her in pretty sweet. And let's see where I'm going to throw her. Let's see. I think I have her right above Oogie and below Maleficent. I actually think I got her right here. I think I found the perfect spot for her. I love that fight. I love the part of the game. It's not like hard. Yeah, it's unique too. That's another reason. She'll cower down in the judge's stand when you cast. Yeah, bro. Another reference to the regular Pat video. She's literally a Karen. Like, if you've ever worked in retail, you fucking love this fight. Shout out to regular Pat once again. Trickmaster. This is another fight that I absolutely love. I'm sorry. I do really like the Alice in Wonderland. Keyblade tier list for KH1 could be a nice thing to do next. Trickmaster. I fucking love Trickmaster. I know you guys don't like Trickmaster, but you haven't fought him with Thunder. You really haven't. Dude, he's so fun. He's so fun. Banger idea. Thank you. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Or I did have a lot of fun doing this. And we're going to do more. We're going to scroll the website, see what they got. So, all right. Pretty sweet. I'm going to put Trickmaster in pretty sweet. I'm going to put him right above. See, I would rather fight him. I like him better than Hook. Do I want to put him in fire? I fuck with Trickmaster. You guys fucked with Trickmaster. Hopped off TikToks to follow on Twitch. Appreciate the follow on Twitch, T-Money. Appreciate that. Crazy, but for me, Trickmaster's also okay. What kind of list is this? Steph, I'm just ranking all the Kingdom Hearts 1 bosses in the order that I like them. And so far, I think that we're just wrapping up the first list. Kingdom Hearts 1 bosses. Not in fire. Pretty sweet. I like it. I think I'm going to put him right above Captain Hook. All right. I think that's my list. I think it's my list. So my top 5 fights in this game, I'm happy with it. My top 5 fights in the game: Dragon Maleficent, Unknown, and some Secret of Darkness 1 and 2. I guess I like the second one better. I like the environment of the first one better, but the second one's cool. Like, the second one's fire. And then Sephiroth, then Riku Ansem. I think, honestly, I agree with myself. Solid list. Thank you, KH Guides. Thank you. I'm gonna take a picture of this, and then we're gonna keep it going.